Hey, what's up, traders? Dave FX Hunter here with weekly Forex forecast for the 20th November 2021. So let's go to the US dollar as usually, and let's start here. So this is a US dollar, and what we have seen here in the last week, the price has reached this weekly supply zone where I'm expecting some pullback, right, as I said already. But what's going on in here? We can see that on the daily chart, we can see that price is in this supply zone as well, and we can see that on the 4 hours chart we still have a room to go deeper into this 4 hour supply zone. So I'm thinking that the price might reach this level, because in the last week the market makers nicely has left here this double top, which is a beautiful level for the for the stop losses, right? So here will be probably some liquidity which probably could be visited in here, which will means that this zone will get a deeper dive. So I'm thinking that the price might go deeper into it before we will see some bigger pullback. So let's go check the COT data, and what we can see on the dollar is that we are seeing that slight growth in the longs positions, right? So it's very bullish, but we can see that they already starting to bring the shorts, right? You can see that from the 10k to the 13k in the last 2 weeks. So while the price was moving higher, they've been already starting to build some shorts in here, right? So yeah, for now I'm still expecting it to go higher. But we will see probably some weakness, as we will see as well on the other pairs. So the dollar can be still a bit bullish. Here is the euro, and euro is actually on the monthly almost reaching into this beautiful demand zone. Where is my target? And it's still a little bit lower than we are right now. And on the daily it looks somehow like this. We had this test of the zone. Since then the price is dropping. I actually took a long trade in the last week here, and I closed it somewhere here, and then I took another long and then short, but I'm out with slight profit. So anyway, but what I'm expecting to happen is the price to drop into that monthly level, which is projected a little bit lower, right? So we will see something here. So that's what exactly is shown on the dollar index. So we still have a room for the drop slightly lower, right? It's not that much, and it's quite shorting some low, but I think the first part of the week will be bearish for the euro. So what we can see on the positions is that already they're starting to bring some longs positions, right? Why they being extreme in the shorts close to the demand zone. So that will be looking nicely for some pullback, but still the price must reach this level first. Okay, so next one is USD Frank. This one is quite very bullish, but this monthly trend line is still holding the price lower, right? We have this supply zone tested third time, and here on the daily we have removed this another supply zone. So it's created this beautiful new demand zone. So if the price retraces there, that would be looking good for the long, but currently we are seeing this. So on the 4 hours we can see this trend line break in here. We can see this break of this trend line in here. And what I'm still thinking that is that if we get this bullish dollar, that the price still could come into this 4 hours level, right, above this. So what I will be thinking or waiting for is if the price will come here. But if not, if I will see that this zone will be removed, then I think that the pullback on the franc is already coming. So then I will be looking for some pullback and for the short, right? Why I'm thinking like this is especially because I can see that already on the euro, on the COT, sorry, we can see that the short, the longs positions are already being closed, and quite big shorts already has come into the markets, right? So yeah, it still can go higher to close more longs positions, but it already can happen, you know, because we don't know exactly what they've been doing in the past 3 days, because here is where they reported this data, and we don't have data for this last 3 days, right? So they could already start with the sharp closing of this position. So right now the price is locked between these two levels, right? So I need the gate to be open. So if it's open down, I will be shorting, right? If the price comes up, I will be looking for the short in here, right? So currently not much interesting. However, I'm expecting it to go higher. We will see. This is a pound. Pound looks very bearish for me. I'm still thinking it has to drop into this monthly and into these weekly zones, right? And on the 4 hours time frame, it's somewhere around this point of control. So there is still a room for the drop. We have seen the drop lower, then the pullback to this nice zone as well with the confluence of 0.61 Fibos. So the drop in here could happen very easily. If we check the data, we can see that the banks actually bring quite huge shorts positions. That's a lot. That's a huge change from the 42k to the 82 in the 2 weeks. You can see these changes, right, from the 15k positive to the minus 31k in the 2 weeks. That's a quite massive change, right? So I'm thinking we will see the drop, bigger drop in here, right? So very bearish on the pound. Aussie, I'm thinking that it still can drop into this weekly demand zone, right? So there still could be room for the drop and as well into this daily one, right? So, and we are moving in this channel, so this bottom of this channel will be visited. On the COT data, we can see that here is already some longs coming, and there is still big shorts, right? So still 75% exposure. However, we can see it's already slowly changing from the 16 to the longs, went to the 25. So as the price is slowly reaching this demand zone, the banks are all slowly building their longs positions while they still keep the shorts, right? So we will probably see some reaction in here, right? So that's all in confluence with the stronger dollar for the first, maybe for a whole week. I don't know exactly the timing, but yeah, this most likely will drop down here. This is a kiwi similar like Aussie. We have reaction on this daily, weekly, as well here on this monthly. So there is a huge potential for the drop, at least into this daily zone and into this 4-hour zone, right? So that's what I'm expecting. However, in the COT data, we don't see that too much. We see again the positive longs. However, the shorts are still negative. This is very difficult to put this into the confluence with the charts, but the charts say and the price section says that clearly, right? We have the supply zones in the control, and the strong dollar can be driving this down. So COT is not so much saying in this case. Next one is a USD CAD. USD CAD very bullish for me. We have these two reactions on these weekly demand zones, and there is a potential that it will go higher, but maybe not so quickly, right? On the daily, we have two zones removed. That's creating this new one for the potential long, and I'm thinking that the price will most likely will be ranging for the next week, right? Because if we get a strong dollar, that could move higher, but then if the dollar will be doing some pullbacks, maybe we can see this drop. I don't know. In this moment, it's not anyhow attractive for me to trade it. We had the trade the previous week, but now it's not that attractive, as I say. So we can see the drop from the longs from the 50 to the 35, and here is some shorts being built slowly, So 45 to 55, not clear. And the price action, yes, we have the bullish zones in the control, so the potential target is up, right? So now how to enter after this up move? Most likely if I get some nice pullback, and some nice reaction, like a break of some trend, with some proper growing volume, which is actually happening in here. So might we will see, and then I will be looking only for the longs on this one. But need to see some nice price action. And this is the USD JPY. As last week, as it actually broke through this zone and retraced back, I was thinking to short it, but was not that sure, right? So what we have seen in here was this move higher. Where exactly? were exactly above these highs, right? So they probably just took out the stop losses, and now is price is ranging here. I mean, ranging on the daily, but on the 4 hours we already can see some structure. So we can see the break of this trend. We can see the new zones are removed. So new one is being created in here, and it's creating the lower low, right? So it's a perfect. We have lower. We have lower high, lower lows, so it's looking good. And if we bring the COT data as well, we can see that the banks actually started to drop from their longs, right, from 130k to the 117. Shorts almost double in the last week. I mean, not double, but something like a 10k. So we can see the change minus 12k right here on the top of the channel. And yeah, so the pullback and the short would be nice, I think. So I will be looking for this trade for in the next week for sure. So next one is a gold, and look, I will start with the COT data. Look at this. So gold COT data, that's very bullish, right? 360k longs, that's something. And the changes in the past weeks, everything to the positive, right? Volume is coming in, right? So that's but already look, we already close to the 5 years total maximum volume. Okay, so where we are now on the price section, here is the thing. So we have this monthly trend line which been broken. However, this demand zone has been keeping the price higher, and now we are retesting this trend line. And as well on the weekly, we are on this weekly zone, so that's what's going to bring the price lower. And we might see some reaccumulation on these daily zones for the potential longs, or maybe on this 4-hour zone. So that's what I will be looking for, these 4-hour zones for some nice price action, right? So I will be looking only for the longs if I get some good price actions on these potential levels, right? Okay, that's for the gold. Next one is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as I predicted, has dropped down into this demand zone, right, which is close to this bottom of this channel. And I'm thinking that this panic, many people saying that this is a crash, this is a market crash. Yes, it dropped 10%, but look, it's still, we are still more than 200% above, right? We are more than 200% up for the past year. So the 10%, that's the volatility of the Bitcoin, and this volatility is a price for the performance, right? So what happened here? We have seen this break of this low, and I think many people did some panic sells, right? But maybe we will get some more complex development of this, so maybe we will still see another drop in even lower, right? This will scare a lot of people, right? And when the people are in the fear, it's good to buy. So I'm still buying actually always, on the spot. So I don't use some stop loss. There is not stop loss on the spot, I mean, I'm buying it. So I own it, and here is some nice indicator as well. So it's a Bitcoin addresses with the balances above the 10k 13 days moving average. So if let me change the color. So if we look at it this way, we can see basically that these addresses above the 10k, I mean, address which has more than 10k, they starting to growth, that moving that average of these addresses start to growth in here. Where was that? In here. So they starting to buy, I mean, as the price is dropping, they are buying addresses above the 10k. That's a big whales, so yeah, they buying, and it's all with the confluence of with the news what we are getting. There is this Clinton, she said that the Bitcoin is a threat, blah 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 blah. Of course, because they want to fear you. So it's better to not watch any news. You can see the price, you can see what they're doing in this on the blockchain, on the on-chain data, and that's clear, right? Next one is, and the last one is the Ethereum. Again, we have nice reaction on this bottom of the channel and on this demand zone, right? Why demand zone? Because it has pumped over the latest highs, sorry, it's hidden here. And yeah, again here, this one, the Ethereum is leaving exchanges while the price is going up, right? Same like here. leaving exchanges, price been going up, right? Once the Ethereum will start to come back to the exchanges, price can start drop. It's not happening yet, so still bullish for me. All right, the last one is my favorite, Solana. And we can see here again, you know, the bottom of the channel, the demand zone. Lately I said that, like it was 2 weeks ago, I sold Solana on the 255 all my backs, and I said I will be buying back on the 200. It's happened, and we have this nice reaction in here, right? And now I actually I'm adding these another 2 screenshots, right? This is because Solana is not just any cryptocurrency. It has a lot of potential. There is a lot of games, a lot of applications, etc. created on this, and a lot of metaverse things, you know. So go to the Solana page and check their networks, their community, their ecosystem, what is developed on there. And this one, you know, what is this? This is basically the Google Trends about what's being searched on the Google a lot, and this is about the metaverse. So look at it. In the 2019 there was not any search, or 2018 for the metaverse. This is the 2021. You can see that's changing a lot. I mean, the metaverse is the thing which is maybe for me and the people in my age something unbelievable and not possible to understand. But I want to show you something what's probably what's going on, you know. So this metaverse, it's actually the world where the people can live their world. It's crazy. I mean, I may be too old for this, but there is a lot of things happening, and it's happening on the Solana, which is this page, and as well on the Ethereum. That's actually the things which are happening on these two. So I'm recommending as well to go to the Ethereum and check what they're doing with their what is possible to do with this cryptocurrencies, what they do. So as I've been speaking about this metaverse, here's a couple of things what you can do, and I'm actually I want to tell you I am about to invest in this Meta Legends. It's basically in this metaverse. It's the world where you can live. I mean, in the computer, which is actually completely nonsense. I'm not gonna do that. But as I showed you, you can see in here, you know, so the big search, many people is coming into this. So that's why I see a huge potential of these things. So in this metaverse, you actually can have your own avatar, something like that, right? So you can buy that, and or you can buy even some land. And I will show you something. This is absolute nonsense. This is from the game Axie Infinity. Basically here is the pieces of the land. So basically this small dot is a piece of the land in that game, which you can buy, and then you can sell it later, right? And look how much this land costs. So this land basically cost 100 Ethereums, which is almost $500,000. I mean, it's $400K. This piece of the land in the game, it's absolute nonsense, you know. I mean, I've been playing the Doom and some these 3D games. We've been playing it online when I've been like small kid, but I would never pay any money for buying something in the game, you know. We've been playing everything. So yeah, that's all the nonsense. I mean, but you know, for us it's a nonsense, but look, it's here and it's changing the world, and it's here. So what I want to do, I want to participate on that. So what I'm going to do with this, I want to show you, maybe it will be interesting, in the 4 days and the 13 hours since now, here will be this Meta Legends, and I want to buy one avatar. And here's actually a couple interesting things. So you can buy one avatar in this Dutch auction. So the start price is it's 3 ETH, and every 10 minutes the price will drop 0.3 ETH, right? Or 0.1 ETH until it's 0.3 ETH Ethereums. And as well, if you buy in between the 2.5 or 3 Ethereums, you will get the land, and yeah, many things. And they have yeah, they have these avatars. So there is this celestials, burners, roboteers, and there is just the limited amount of these units, right? So you must of course pick the good ones, And I'm thinking I want this maybe at least these gold boys or the robotics, because there is a 111, this one is 100 444, and yeah, this one is more, and you know, this one is not that too much rare. I want definitely the good ones. So yeah, my plan is to buy some of these, and most likely I would do that as well with for some good price, so I can actually qualify for the length as well. I want the length in this game because I see a huge potential in this, and as well this theme of this game, it has they have a big roadmap what they're gonna do, and these creators, this team, they have a big already. They are actually on the Twitter, and they already have a huge uh, huge um, huge community. So let's check that. How was that? Meta Legends. So they already have like a 30k followers, right? And it's not released yet, so I'm thinking that's gonna be huge, this one. So yeah, definitely I want to invest in these things. Maybe it's crazy. My girlfriend told me like, if you're gonna buy some land in here, you can leave us. But look, this is the CryptoPunks. Just these stupid pictures, these NFTs, right? Yeah, okay, look, this is the picture. What I can do, I can click on this, I can save the image. Look, got it, right? And now basically I have this image as well, right? And this image here, it cost 140 Ethereums. This is absolutely nonsense, you know. I mean, that's a $500,000. But there was a days when this didn't cost that much. So that's why I want to invest some part of my portfolio in these things, in these Meta Legends, and we will see. Maybe it will go up, and maybe in some time I can sell it for some good price, right? I mean, if I buy it for the 2-3 Ethereums and I will sell it for the 10 Ethereums, that's a fucking huge profit. And I'm not speaking about if it gets to the some crazy prices. Okay, my friends, let's see. Maybe this is a crazy thinking about these investments, but it's here, and I like to participate. Okay, bye bye.